Hi, boys and girls. So this week we're going to feature materials. I'm going to show you a bunch of found materials that I found all over my house that were things that I could discard and turn into art. I'm going to show you some art that I've done from other discarded stuff. And I'm going to show you a video made by one of the art teachers in the Bethel district. I suggested that everybody does a video of materials that kids could use at home. And when I saw her video, I decided I'm not making my own. Hers is good enough. It's really good, in fact. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Her name is Miss Tiny. So here we go. You're first going to see the materials I've collected. It's really exciting. All right, be right back. So friends, this is my basket of found materials, and I'm going to pull them all out and lay them on my art table. Okay, so these are some plastic water bottles, and some of them I've taken the labels off of. This looks like a 7-Up bottle, but some of the other ones I've taken the labels off of, and I'll show you what I come up with in a little while. This is a huge bag of water bottles that are clear, and even some that had juice in them. And I find these are really good, and I'll show you what I come up with for those, because I put my art materials in them. And I'll show you more about some of the clear stuff that I found. These are some cardboards that I could throw away. This was my egg container, and it has 2 halves. That could be any kind of art project. Looks like owls, or who knows what I could come up with that. And then this was a box, had holes all the way around. It could be a building. Look at that. And this was another piece of cardboard that came in something that I got off of Amazon. And it could add to the building. Look at that. See that? Could be a total building. And then here's some white cardboard that came in another box. I bought some sheets. And then there's always toilet paper tubes. You've seen a lot of these in art class, and paper towel tubes. Those are very valuable, so save those. If you don't want them, we can use them in the art room. And then there's cardboard boxes. You can even find cardboard in some of the wrapping of things that you buy. And the other side is perfectly great to draw on, color on. You don't have to go and buy art materials, you guys. You just have to look at what you already have. Some of it's in the recycling. I'll show you this box opened up in a second, and this one. Okay, just give me a second. Opened these up, and as you can see, that's one cardboard box. It could be your cereal box. It happened to have been my cracker box. And this was something, you know, those funny tubes that I bring to school for my sleep apnea machine for you guys to do sculptures with. Well, came in this box, one of those funny tubes. Again, that's my cardboard collection if I want to do some cardboard sculpting, and it's all stuff that normally people would throw away, but it's valuable to an artist. All you have to do is have some scissors and some glue. Hot glue guns are cool, but you could use Elmer's. Then these are some clear plastics that I found. You might recognize some of these. Your apples come in them, or some salads. You might see tomatoes in this thing. This had, oh, it had these little Chinese dumplings in them. And look, we could do texture rubbings on the back of this. Or I can pour something into it like plaster, and we could have little leaves and we could color them. So look at all of the stuff that your food comes in if your parents are throwing it away. And here's something that my nose spray for allergies came in, but it makes a beautiful design. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that repeating pattern. It's kind of reflecting my pink shirt. And other containers from food, lean cuisine, and from a little hot glue gun container. I could do something with that. Some other things came in plastics. So lots of materials here. None of them paid for. They just came with the food. One of my friends came from Germany, and she said the things she hated most about America was the amount of waste that our food comes in. But nothing's wasted if you use it. So again, this is something that some food came in. I bought some socks. I got a package, and this is the bubble wrap. Everybody likes to burst it. For some reason, it's not bursting. Some empty containers. An alcohol bottle that I used to make my own hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol and aloe vera. And this is from tennis balls. And I have some empty containers from vinegar and from water. And this is something that only old people seem to get. They make you poop in these if you go to the hospital, and then they check everything to make sure you don't have any diseases. But I thought one of these would look really good if you made King Tut, and you could use the background round thing as the top of his headdress, and the thing that you'd go to the potty in is his face. My friend's a nurse, and she gave this to me. And these are some things you would also find around the house, but you'd have to ask your parents if you could use them. You could make sculptures out of cotton swabs, toothpicks. These are some dental floss. I like the little picks, but I always take these when the dentist offers them for free, because the string in them is great for stringing beads. It's great for hanging art projects. This is some scrap I cut off of a sheet because I was turning it into curtains. And these are some bows from the sheets that I bought. And this is a piece from an old t-shirt. And here's some caps and some bigger lids and some dark containers. And this held 2 bottles of rubbing alcohol that I made hand sanitizer out of. Other containers. And then this is a water bottle out of metal, and but you can't do this if you're little, because you could get cut really easily, but you can cut that off, the top and the bottom. You cut them off, have your parents help you, and then you have a piece of metal that you could do a piece of work on, and I'll show you how that could turn out. So your assignment for this week is to collect found materials. I already said this in my first video, but we're going to get really more involved here. Oh, this is also a strap that was around one of the boxes. Very nice to work with. So nothing goes to waste for an artist, and artists see possibilities in everything. So please go and start rummaging and looking for found materials. And then next I'm going to show you some of the projects that I came up with through the years of found objects. And later on, I'll show you how I turned some of these into art projects, but not right away, because we all need time to be artists. Okay, and here's one last thing. I got this case to put my batteries in, and I noticed that to put the batteries in, I have to pop out all these little foams. And look, these could make a really cool art project. Look at all those different sizes and shapes. So I'm looking forward to pulling all those out, and I'll show you how many I got. So boys and girls, I pulled out all of the stuffing, as you could see, from these holes where my batteries are going to go. But I won't let anybody use this, not even me. It's going to have my batteries in it. But these are all the inserts that I got out of that battery case. So these will be very cool to do some art projects with. Don't you think, boys and girls? Okay, so how'd you like my materials? After this video, you're going to see a video of what I did with other materials that I found. And after that video, you can watch my friend's video. And she takes you on a different kind of tour. She's also an art teacher in the district. So you should really be able to find some pretty cool found materials and do some pretty cool art projects and send me some pictures. Bye.